Welcome to the Quantum Time Traveller, where we journey beyond time and space to unlock the universe's deepest secrets. I'm your host, Emma Bushell, and together with my co-host, Susie Edwards, we'll guide you through channeled experiences and soul truths, revealing ancient wisdom and higher dimensions. In episodes, we'll also welcome invited guests to share their own spiritual revelations and cosmic insights. Prepare to expand your mind and elevate your spirit as we uncover the mysteries of existence. This is the Quantum Time Traveller, where the universe speaks, and we're so excited for you to join us on our journey. Welcome to another magical episode of the Quantum Time Traveller. What an episode this is going to be. I'm already in channel. We are working in the quantum space. We're working in timelines that will absolutely blow your mind listening to this episode. We are going to reveal sacred truths, wisdom, and knowledge. I'm going to pass you over to Susie Edwards, true alchemist. The pure magic of her in her channel to navigate me in mine. Hi.
Hi, Emma. Thank you so much, everyone. We have a really exciting journey for you today. I just wanted to let you know, as Emma reconnects to her channel, back in November, we recorded the most amazing journey where Emma and I were connected with Isis, Tutankhamun, Hercules, and other amazing beings that wanted to come through us. And we went into the underworld to reveal secrets of Isis. Now, this episode has miraculously disappeared, and we are trusting that it will reappear at the right time. So today's journey, we're going to reconnect into that energy to bring up some more information. Okay, so who are we talking to?
We are going into consciousness at the moment outside of the matrix. We are not in the matrix space or energy field. We are going into quantum space of consciousness. So all that is the universe, however you want to term it. We are going into the space in between the underworld to access Isis, goddess Isis, Egyptian goddess Isis, the pyramids. We are going into this space now.
Fantastic. Okay, Isis. Thank you for being with us today. What would you like to share with us today?
You're accessing the magic and potency of the Egyptian gods, the all-seeing, the unseen, the world that lies in between worlds, the realms that people do not understand, but they are mysteries, but actually they are tunnels. They are tunnels of information. They hold all codes and light codes, hieroglyphics, you name it, they're all through it. We have direct communication to consciousness, to galactics, to celestials, to dimensional spaces, everything in between that you cannot visibly see, but you feel, sense, and touch. We are in that space right now in quantum. We are in the space of magic.
Excellent. And how can you help people? Let me rephrase that. How can you help people to move forwards?
This is not about moving forwards right now. This is to do with the sacred codings that are sitting in my energy field.
And what will these sacred codings activate?
These sacred codings have been kept secret for thousands of years. They were only accessed in the templates, they're tablets, they're hieroglyphic tablets that are surrounding me in this system of channel. They are the codings that activate all the space in between. all the space in between to create prosperity and magic within the quantum space into your reality.
How can we access them?
This access point had a direct seal above and below the pyramids. And I hold the access point. It was a charge point that only was available with a coding for all those that were coded with it could access information through me.
Could
This
you, sorry.
this symbol is sacred symbol is the Eye of Horus.
Okay, fantastic. That's what I was going to ask. What did it look like? And is this the Eye of Horus protecting this sacred information?
It was protecting it.
Has it now been removed?
The seal has been lifted and open, yes.
Who lifted and opened that?
Emma was facilitated by a channeler, and a channeler that gave information to her has been lifting the code.
Okay, so now that this protection has been lifted, how do we individually or collectively access this?
This will be facilitated by Emma in this channel to receive information directly into the Eye of Horus, to activate gifts of thousands of people, thousands of souls that have reincarnated at this timeline, but were very present in the timeline where the seal wasn't available. This seal wasn't available because it kept people away from their own magic, their own gifts, so that the power lay in the hands of the pharaohs and in the hands of the Anunnaki.
Okay, when will this be facilitated?
It is open to be facilitated at any point.
Okay. Are there any other resources that Emma needs to be able to facilitate?
There is an access point of sun god Ra. Ra is the god that permeates from the sun into this space. However, the sun is purely a light, and that light is accessible in a time zone so that the light is the purest form. That is something that can be facilitated.
Okay, and this activation or these codes, what will they facilitate in people?
They will break the seal of the Eye of Horus, which is a protection method which has been used to stop people's hearts being opened with their gifts.
Okay.
This gift is actually available now. However, it would be substantially heightened by accessing the land in Egypt to open up the hearts of humanity portals to the land in its mass gathering at this time.
Okay, is that anywhere in Egypt or somewhere specific?
The Great Pyramid.
Mhm. And does Emma need to be there physically?
Emma has the ability to transport time travel herself to a location,
Amazing.
but it would be powerful for her to be in the land. However, she can go there without that.
Okay. Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about the underworld?
What do you wish to ask?
Just wondered if you could describe the underworld to us.
There are levels of the underworld, dimensional levels. It runs low and deep. They are like tunnels of dimensional space, and they are filled with entities. However, the entities are just filled with souls that have been permeated with fear and persecution and torment. However, they are lost existing souls, but they run almost in rivers of darkness. However, they have access points where they can come out and choose to not be in that space anymore.
Okay. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with us at this time that is relevant to everything that's happening in Egypt right now?
Egypt is an epicenter of the universe, epicenter of, if you draw a line straight through, it is the central point to precision of alignment, celestial alignment. And that is a power line that runs straight through.
Okay, and how can that help humanity?
Because the power line is a channel of space and time that is accessible for all interconnecting celestials. This is a time travel power line.
Okay. And can Emma connect to this at any time?
Yes, but we all have access to this, which is why we gain the basis of information, wisdom, and knowledge through this system if we choose to do so.
Okay, going back to the activation of the soul gifts, how many people need to be activated?
In one time,
Hmm.
we only have a time of 144000. However, that is the maximum capacity to raise these power plant systems into fruition by accessing these portal informations one at a time.
Okay. So ideally activating 1,400, sorry, 144,000 people at a time.
At one time, only time. It's enough to raise innovations that have been planted within the earth.
Okay. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with us?
No, the access point, the seal has been broken. That's all that is now.
So this is an amazing time for connecting with our gifts. and raising the vibration of humanity.
The magic has unfolded. It is ready to be accessed.
Fantastic. Thank you. Okay, we're going to give Emma a second to come back. So that was interesting. So Isis is ready to help us to activate our soul gifts. It's a very powerful time. The energy that was coming through then was incredible. I can feel it in my heart. It's so powerful.
What are you feeling? I always love these sessions after
No,
because the human has to then kind of think, hang on a minute, what was that all
yeah. So I'm a bit overwhelmed, I think. Like the energy that was coming through was almost breathtaking.
about? Okay, how did it affect you then? Like apart from being out breathtakingly taken.
Yeah, I was breathtakingly taken. Um, I could just, it felt like something was trying to push through,
Okay,
but then me resisting, obviously, because I'm focusing on you.
okay.
So it was like a bit painful.
You froze then. Sorry, say that
So
again.
it's like it was a bit painful in my chest trying to resist it.
Yeah. So for those people listening and watching, I can't fully recollect everything, but all I know is that when you're watching this, you will be activated. And when you're activated, what we mean by that is you'll feel a real sense that you've got to be part of this. You've got to be part of this process because you will feel called to being in it. And that's what we mean by being activated. It's just that sense of God, I've got to be part of that, whatever that is. Whatever that is, we've got to kind of humanly take these steps now to facilitate something as big as this, but also to share this information with others because this is part of other people's journeys and they will feel incredibly called to do that as well. Because the frequencies that we channel in are actually those frequencies of Isis, of whoever we're bringing through. They are their frequencies. So that's why you're going to feel that connection to what we're bringing through. So that's really important to just be aware of when you're going through this and maybe go through it again, and then you'll get second lot of information through because you've got used to the frequency of us channeling.
Yeah, that's great information, definitely. And everything is coming back to this great collection of people in Egypt, right? Everything, every episode, pretty much where everything needs to be activated in Egypt to a mass group.
So do we have to be there? So- because
Yeah.
obviously it would be, you know, more available for people that can't be. So it I'm guessing could do we have to be there?
No, we don't have to be there. It can all be energetic. However, ISIS suggests that you are there. However, you can teleport yourself there.
Okay. So I can go into it and do it that way.
Yeah. But I've got to say, at some point you've got to go and see the pyramids.
Well, at some point I feel I'm naturally will be there and
Yeah,
facilitating there.
yeah, definitely, definitely. And I'll
And
be back in Egypt again soon, hopefully.
oh, are you?
Yeah,
When are you
yeah.
going back?
As soon as we can, maybe September, definitely next March.
Okay. Are you going to the pyramids
We're
itself?
going to go to the pyramids this time, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting. So your whole land work this year has been Egypt.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
can I just ask you, when I was in channel, what was happening in your channel? Because it's really interesting to actually give your version of what's
Mm,
going through you, So what was actually coming through you to navigate me?
So questions come through and feelings of where I need to take you. So I work more feeling and knowing.
Yeah.
So feeling of where to take you, what comes next, what we need to ask, what we need to know to give like a 3D understanding
And
of
3D
what's
for
going
people
on.
that don't understand what that means. What does that mean?
So third dimensional, which is where we are now. We are in the 3D.
So the human experience of
Experience.
living,
Yeah,
right? So this is
yeah,
what people need to understand because
yeah.
we talk like this all the time, our coded language, right? But for those listening, so carry on because it is important that people get this.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So there are different ways that we gain information. So 3D is our human experience, 4D is the psychic realm, 5D and upwards is the Akashic records. And then Emma, you work on about
Oh, up to
7 to
12, up
12.
to 12, yeah.
Yeah, 7 to
Yeah.
12. So different levels bring in different things. So when we talk and if you don't understand anything, please let us know in the comments.
Just as what engaging into these chats. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. And a Facebook group, Awake Official, on that's there and accessible. Um, they are part of this journey. And actually, if we're going to do mass gatherings for these activations of gifts for people that want to be part of it, that information will be in that group.
yes, definitely. Definitely come in. We're going to be doing some lives and things in there, and we just need to sort out some times to do that.
Yeah,
And it certainly sounds, Emma, like you will be doing an ISIS activation.
yeah. Okay. I'll have to rewatch this.
Yeah.
But then, exciting times. The fact that we have access now to the Eye of Horus.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. And what did they say about Ra, the sun?
So Ra is the sun god. So he was with us on our original journey. I knew there was someone else, couldn't remember who it was. It was
Yeah.
Ra. And that he brings light
Okay.
basically
Right.
to help us so you can connect into that energy of pure light
Okay.
to help with the ISIS activation.
Yeah. Because the Isis activation actually delves quite deep into the underworld. Um, she works between realms a lot, so of the underworld and of the light world, which is perfect because that's the balance of light and dark, and that's the balance of life, really, and evolution of our human experience. So it doesn't surprise me we have to go that way.
Yep.
And it'd be really interesting to see what comes out of this. I think for those that are listening, to be part of Awake Official is where you're going to find all of this information mainly. We will be going in live now, Susie and I, to that group to give information around these findings because those people that are in that group are part of this gathering. So I think that's the place to come
Yes,
going forward.
definitely. We
And I
can give
think that
more
that's
information.
revealed more so today because I feel this is moving now.
Definitely. And we want to be able to talk to you. We want to be able to support you.
Yeah, through the
So
whole experience. Yeah, big time.
definitely.
Okay. Thank you so much. What an
Wow.
amazing session. Yet again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Until next time on the Quantum Time Traveler, thank you for listening and watching, and we'll see you all then.